Hi. Tax havens are places where business people and other super wealthy individuals keep money in offshore accounts for tax avoidance and other purposes. In this video we are going to have the top 10 tax havens all around the world. Super wealthy individuals often hold money within shell companies and anonymous entities in places like the Cayman Islands and other small, low-tax jurisdictions in remote locations. Most of the top tax havens are island nations like the British Virgin Islands, Samoa, Malta and the Caribbean Islands. The European Union releases a tax haven blacklist first published in 2015 and continuously updated that calls out specific countries in order to improve global tax governance and fight tax fraud, evasion, and avoidance. The European Union blacklist pressures nations to make changes and reforms to their tax codes, and blacklisted countries can face sanctions from the European Union, according to an international journal. Here are the world's top 10 tax havens. Malta is an archipelago in the Mediterranean Sea south of Italy, with a population of about 450,000. According to the BBC, companies in Malta pay the lowest tax on profits of any country in the EU. Local businesses pay a 35% tax on profits, but foreign corporations pay as little as 5%. The Marshall Islands, a chain of islands in the central Pacific Ocean between Hawaii and the Philippines, was under United States of America administration for almost 40 years, before gaining independence in 1986. The island nation of about 76,000 people was one of the countries blacklisted as a tax haven by the European Union in 2015, but the European Union decided in 2019 to remove it from the blacklist because the country is outlawing letterbox companies that are used for tax avoidance and hiding the identities of wealthy taxpayers. Luxembourg is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, largely thanks to its financial sector, which makes up more than 35% of its GDP. The government has put policies in place since 2002 to attract foreign direct investment, but Luxembourg has lost some of its favorable tax advantages in recent years after pressure from the European Union. Nauru, a Pacific island northeast of Australia, is the world's smallest independent republic, with an area of about 8 square miles and a population of under 10,000. In 2001, the tiny island nation was internationally blacklisted amid concerns that it had become a center for money laundering, and it was among the countries blacklisted as a tax haven by the European Union in 2015. The OECD upgraded Nauru's tax transparency standards in 2017. Liechtenstein, a European country smaller than Washington, D.C., has a thriving financial services sector and one of the highest per capita income levels in the world. According to the European Union, it has also served as a tax haven, prompting the Union to blacklist the country in 2015. Liechtenstein agreed to crack down on tax evasion, but it still has one of the lowest corporate tax rates in Europe. Samoa, in 2015, the South Pacific island state of 200,000 residents, was ranked the world's most financially secretive nation in a list of tax havens compiled by the Tax Justice Network. Samoa is also on the European Union blacklist of global tax havens. The Cayman Islands is one of the world's most notorious tax shelters because it has no corporate tax, no personal income tax, and no capital gains tax. It was one of 30 countries blacklisted as a tax haven by the European Union in 2015. In October 2019, the Cayman Islands promised to reveal the identities of every person who owns a company there by 2023. Curacao, a Dutch Caribbean island, is known as an offshore financial center. In 2017, it was put on the EU's grey list of countries that need to improve their tax policy to comply with European Union transparency regulations, but who have committed to doing so. In 2017, Taiwan was named a potential tax haven by the European Union Economic and Financial Affairs Council. Taiwan is a disputed nation. While China claims it as one of its own territories, Taiwan considers itself an independent democracy that champions human rights issues. The European Union removed Taiwan from its blacklist in 2019 after it made commitments to reform its tax system. Jersey, one of the Channel Islands between England and France, has had a reputation as a tax haven since wealthy Brits started moving there and transferring their money there in the 1920s to take advantage of its lack of wealth and inheritance taxes. The Tax Justice Network this year ranked Jersey as one of the most aggressive tax havens in the world. Thank you for watching.